Hey, it's your girl, C Sizzling, and welcome to a new edition of Someone Can Relate. Today, we're going to be talking about relationships and dating in 2024 with single mothers. Stay tuned. I do not own the music that you will hear in these sessions. I do not own the rights to any of the music that you will hear in this podcast. I just put music on to fill in the gaps. Make it a nice little groove. This is Raheem Devine. Fall in love, something new. If you don't know, I'm also a DJ. One of the better female DJs in the city. People be sleeping on me, but that's all right. CC's DJ service, 330-962-3644. Y'all call on in. Let's talk about it. Today, we're going to be talking about dating in 2024. The single ladies, the single mothers, single men. This is not a one-sided gender podcast. I encourage men to call in as well as women. Anyone who calls in must be 18 or older. These conversations can get a little explicit at times. And moving forward, again, thank you for tuning in till Someone Can Relate. First, get on here. We're going to let somebody get on here. I figure we get y'all on here live. We can at least get y'all to watch and listen and whatever. But today's topic, tell them what it is, girl. You're going to tell them what it is. Y'all need to hear this one. It's a hot one.
The relationships nowadays and dating.
Yeah.
The dating pool, yes. The best description I can give is it's like going to the Goodwill. You're going to pick what you're going to pick, go through other people's bull crap and find what you're going to find and hope you come out with something.
A treasure. You're going to find a treasure at the daggone. Ooh, wait. Now that's a good one. That's a good one. Y'all better hop on here because I know y'all got something to say. This is a good one. I know everybody going to have some good stuff to say, but we're going to keep on talking regardless because we had a great conversation this morning. And that's why I wanted you to go ahead and you had some great key points. I also want people to know this is not just for women. Y'all men need to get on here. Y'all men, y'all always kind of say y'all don't get a chance to speak y'all's mind, or women always hopping out here talking about that. Y'all, this is a place for everybody to speak their voice, but y'all not taking it serious. Y'all ain't taking it serious at all. You can make comments. Y'all can type your comments. You know, this is what this is for. Let's get it. Now go on ahead. Please give us your views. Give us your views, honey.
So dating now to me is just it's non-existent. You might as well just say y'all is. I don't want to say it because it's explicit, but you know what I'm getting at. Yeah. We're just doing it. Anymore. There is no more dating. Men don't court. It's like, and then y'all get mad at the role reversals, but it's like we literally got to do everything ourselves. We already a mom. We already a therapist. We already a doctor. And you want the wives. And men only literally got their everyday thing to do is wake up and they think about themselves at the end of the day. Like most men. Don't get me wrong. You do got some guys that, got custody of their kids or whatever. But most men on a day-to-day, they have to wake up and think about themselves. So when you're in a relationship, especially if you're in a relationship with somebody who already has kids that might not be your kids, like you coming into that relationship, your priority is that person, whether it's, whatever you're into. But you're supposed to be there for your spouse. So if the woman is doing everything in the household to keep everything afloat, the cooking, the cleaning, the errands, the keeping the husband happy, like where do y'all cook? Y'all don't even do manly stuff no more. Like you got to get told to take out the trash. You got to get like the simplest thing. Like, and everybody is just so stuck on the materialistics of dating. Like the simplicity of dating it's just like non-existent. Like, and for me to like be into a person, I gotta be into you as a person, not into what you got. And that's why a lot of these relationships is just failing. Like it's not gonna work because it's nothing that you have that is really gonna just make me be like, ooh, yes, I want him because he got that. Like, no. I want to get into you as a person. And the gifts, they be extra. But what can you do for me mentally? What can you, like, it's beyond that. It's way beyond just the gifts and all of that. Like, and I think, like, dating now, that's all it then came down to. Just what can you do for me?
I like the point that you made this morning. Remember when you made a reference to when everything is taken off? What was that? I mean, the way you referenced that, it was like,
yeah. When we get naked, we all got the same thing. Not a damn thing. Everybody got the same thing when you naked. Not that.
That's true.
That's true. Like, it's the yes, and not like, so. It's just like people. It's just, you just lose, like, you. Any relationships now is just lost, and it's just, that's why it's so easy for a woman to be by herself. I gotta tell you how to love me. I gotta take care of you as a person.
Y'all better join in. Share this, y'all. Join in.
It get overwhelming. So yeah, dating now is just like, what is it? And people like, oh well, girls act like dudes, or why? Because we don't feed into the bull crap no more.
Yeah, the hype of, oh, he did this for me. That's what they're into anymore. I mean, and it's women. Now, like I said, I love to make sure we keep that point open, that there's women who have that manly role, who, like, honey, I don't need a do this, you know what I'm saying? Do this for me. I don't need a man do this, that, for me. But then turn around and talk about what they're lacking or how lonely they are. But you know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right. When it comes down to it, people don't look at people as far as just human and what the human quality within them is. It's all the materialistic part and what they're going to give them in the end. And it's sad.
No, it did, like, people, once you figure out a person, okay, you give a person a chance. Yeah, say you give a person a chance. Once you figure out a person, they're not what they portray themselves to be, then, hey, it is what it is. But why is it all the stigma? Like, you go through relationships. Like, I mean, you got to test drive a couple cars before you find that right one. I don't know nobody that, make no purchases on a car before you got to figure it out first.
Sure.
So yeah, what's the problem? Like, it's just, there is no more dating. It's just, there is no more dating at all. Like, we might as well just take that out of the vocabulary, the equations, like, because when it comes to relationship, whatever, there is no more. There is no more dating. It's just, sickening. It makes you just not want to.
Well, I'm glad I've been in a steady relationship for a long time. It took me a long time to get where I'm at too. So, you keep on
simple. And stuff be so simple, man. A simple walk in the park. Yeah. Like, dates can be anything. You can make a date.
You can make a picnic at home. Like, I mean, but that's the main thing. You don't want to be at home. Like I said, that's the main thing. Everybody thinks you have to have money. You're hitting it right on the nail. You don't have to have money to take somebody and have a good time. If you just use your imagination, imaginations are going to waste too. You agree? Nobody has no type of the creativity. Everything is based on what they see. Nobody has any creativity. Everybody feels like, oh, I did this, so you got to do this. Okay, there's a such thing as that's what they're for. These formats are here for people to learn from. So, of course, if you actually doing something that somebody else is doing, well, hey, good for you, because that means you doing something right to caught on for somebody else. But when it comes to the dating pool, you're absolutely, I mean, it's like, it's so short. Either so everybody done dated everybody, or, I mean, it's or it's just so much animosity. Like, oh, I did this, and I did that. Or, oh, they ain't right, and this is this. It ain't no such thing as a person supposed to just find out a person for themselves anymore. It's just that bandwagon mentality. That too. It's bandwagon mentality. Bandwagon mentality. That's the best way to call it.
But that's why, like, me as a person, I always try to what's your type? I can honestly say I don't have a type. I like people for who they are. Like, I'm not into people for, it's not always about the looks or what they got. Like, I click on people with personalities. So it's like, if I'm vibing with you, okay, yeah. But after a while, I guess that honeymoon that honeymoon phase be over.
Yeah.
And then I just end up not liking a person.
Well, it comes down to you don't really get to know a person. And people just want everything so fast. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, it's like, okay, there's no, like you said, there's no courtship on either end. You know what I'm saying? Men don't know how to court women. Women don't know how to actually just go after a man and be like, show them seductiveness anymore either. You know what I'm saying? It's just that quick spontaneity. And the next thing you know, when the sex is gone, or once that gets old, you ain't got shit. Excuse my language, but you ain't got absolutely nothing. It's on to the next one. And then when they see you doing something with somebody else, then they want to try to mimic what they're doing. Then it's, I miss you. Oh, dang, I was just thinking about you. I was so-and-so and I was thinking about you. For what? As you said, for what? Thinking about me and to do what? What was your thought when you was thinking about me? What came across your mind at the point of time that you thought about me?
Because the what you do in Texas, that drives me up a wall. Y'all can shove that shit. I'm sorry.
It's the word off.
Listen, like, keep them what you doing. Because if the what you doing ain't followed by can I or let's, what is it for? I don't need nobody to keep no tabs on me. I don't need nobody. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not the one you can sit around and just small talk. Don't serial text me. I don't need no serial texter. I don't need no text buddy. I don't need none of that. Like, it is what it is. I don't want to come sit in your house. I don't want you to come sit in mine. We can go out with things. We can, other than that,
y'all zoom on in.
Other than that, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else there is to do, because sitting in the house just looking, I can do that by myself. I don't need to lay up. I don't need to cuddle. I don't need to do that. None of that. My kids don't need a stepdad. None of that.
Right.
Like, you here for the woman to make the woman happy. Y'all should be doing stuff. And it shouldn't always be on the woman, like, to tell you what to do.
Hey, Kels. How you doing? We got some people online too, Monique.
Hey, y'all. It's so easy to, like, I just want, like, men to just, like, do more of, like, think more. Like, use your fucking comments. I mean, I got a potty mouth. Use your common sense more, though. Like, if your woman is cooking constant, if you got a woman that cook constantly, even if you don't cook nothing but a taco salad, you can get some jarred
sauce. Thank y'all for joining.
Chicken, some noodles. Babe, let me take over dinner tonight. You've been cooking all week. Let me cook tonight. Or, you know what I mean? The woman constantly got to think of what we going to eat for dinner, what everybody going to eat for dinner. We got to cook it. We got to grocery shop it. Well, let me go to the grocery shop this month. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
It just be the littlest things. Like, y'all don't even know how happy you can make your partner with something so simple as, babe, let's go walk. Let's take couple walks around the block. Let's, you know what I'm saying, talk about your day or whatever. It's just like simple thing. Make a couple sandwiches. Go take a ride in a car at night. Just anything, like, just to let that person know. It's just like, it's some type of connection. The connections be lost. And like, women, we such nurturers. Like, it's so easy for us to just lose ourselves in relationships because we trying to worry about them, we trying to worry about the household, and then we literally lose ourselves, and then you just explode. And people wonder why. And it's just like, okay, you fuss about doing all them different things or whatever, but when you're like a natural mother, or, you know what I'm saying, you've been raised, by a mother or motherly, like, them instincts just automatically kick in. Like, even before I had kids, when I was around other people's kids, I'm seeing them going across the street or anything, I'm going to say something. Hey, get them back by that street. It's just like common sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? But there is none of that no more. Like, dudes just come in the house, they sit down, they roll up, and they just make demands. And they don't even think like, dang, she done did 50 million things today, and here I am. I ain't did nothing but catch plays all day or wouldn't work my job or whatever.
Right.
And come home. Can you get me